right? Shalom, 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 Yasharallah, peace Israel, right? This is going into part 2, right? Where it actually is, where I'm actually going into the actual persecution of the prophets, double tapping back into the 2 articles, right? About the, the AI warship and then the AI actual truck, right? And, the actual uprise of the AI that's actually going on, right? And you see in the pictures right there, right? In the middle, you see like a cybernetic looking cyborg type of person. Then you got the robot dog and then the actual drones that are actually flying around. These 3 are all ran by AI. And the one that looks like a so-called human being, right, has a face and all that shit, that's actually a concept that they're actually starting to come out with, right? But they're saying that it's not going to be, like they're years away from perfecting it. But, you can't take the words of Esau Edom for fucking what it is, man, all right? That nigga likes to lie. He's a very cunning hunter, right? A double-sworded tongue-ass nigga, right? And the drone you see to your left, right, that robot dog, that's actually not a prototype. That's actually one that they're actually using at Ghost Robotics, right? And so are the other ones, right? And they're actually using them for military application as we speak, right? All these autonomous fucking, robotic systems that they're actually using, right? They're actually using for military applications as we speak, right? First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Moracha, Hakwadash, Shabashamayim. Double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone who rule well and teach well, and peace and citation to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. For your sincere Akim Aqua that shall come in and tune into this video, I brought this out that is edifying and exhorting unto you. Alright. Like I said in the beginning, I just want to double tap, right? So we can knock this out of the park. Right? So I'm gonna go back into the article, right? So you have to literally read between the lines, right? Esau Edom got shit like this already just planned, right? Just in case, the servants, the prophets, are in a certain area and seeking refuge in a certain area. And, he has these autonomous warships, right? Because the one that we have here in Babylon the Great, aka America, is called the, if I'm not mistaken, it's actually the Sea Hunter, right? It's actually an autonomous fucking like watercraft, right? That basically searches and destroys anything under the water and above it, right? So in the air, right? Because it can actually launch a full-scale, attack on whatever it is that it deems a threat, right? And what comes to mind when you see hear something that's deemed a threat, right? The servants, the prophets of Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai are a threat to Esau Edom's fucking queendom, right? His wicked ass kingdom. We are a threat to his shit, all right? So at the end of the day, I just want to go back over it, right? And, double tap, right? Knock this thing down, knock it out of the park, right? Abaratazah, that this lesson is edifying, right? But, this is literally strictly pertaining to the, the persecution of the servant of prophets, right? And the reason why I want to go back into this is because this autonomous fucking, AI, ran warship has autonomous drones on it, ran by the actual warship, ran by an AI satellite, okay? Right, that's what I forgot to mention in the first lesson. So, that's why I want to go through it again, just double tap. Right, so this AI warship is literally ran by an AI satellite that actually is housing nuclear weapons in space, right, as we speak right now. Right, and it's able to launch a full-scale invasion like it has, like it's actually demonstrated before, right? But obviously nobody knows about it because, these niggas do shit on the low, right? And the reason why they're doing this shit is because they know that the servants, the prophets of Yahweh Basham Yahshua are going to receive, soon to receive, the spiritual power, man, right? Abaratazah would be those very elect men, but we don't have to worry about fucking, having, robotic systems come after us or the super soldiers or whatever the fuck else, Esau's fucking, sword come after us, right? We're going to be protected in that day, man, because without the power, man, look, we're going to fucking die out here, okay? We can be totally obliterated by the technology that Esau Edom has, okay? So at the end of the day, you just got to be prepared for this shit, right? So look, it says that it can, if I'm not mistaken, it says it here somewhere. Okay, yeah. This last footage of the group of drones lifted off a warship indicates that China is increasingly turning to unmanned systems and bolstering its military strength. Yeah, by fucking unmanned aircraft, unmanned fucking sea craft, and submerged craft, right? Submergible craft, like the paragraph above it, right? It says In May of last year, Chinese media outlets covered a launch of unmanned ships called whatever Chinese name that shit is, right? According to the South China Morning Post, the ship could also carry drones, dozens of drones, unmanned ships, and submersible aircraft or submersible watercraft, man. So this just goes to show you these are what these other countries are picking up on, man. They just literally have all these AI algorithmized systems, right? But you got to look at the bigger picture, right? Like the scripture says, in 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11, we're not ignorant of his devices, right? We don't have a lack of knowledge, right? We are wise, right? We are wise in the sight of our power because we have the true wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We ain't got no worldly ass knowledge. We got the wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And our spiritual discernment is very keen, right? Very powerful. So literally, we see right through Esau's fucking bullshit, man. We know why these other nations are coming together, creating all these AI this, AI that, AI this, AI that, sending it in space, sending it underwater, sending it in civilian towns, and all this shit, right? We know why, right? Because we are in a day and age where it's about to go fucking down, right? It's about to be a whole fucking sci-fi fucking horror / fucking superhero movie out here in this bitch, man. All right, we coming into a day and age where the time is going to be like never ever before and never ever shall be, pertaining back to the book of Matthew chapter 24 and verse 1, right? Don't take my word for it, go read it yourself. All right, so literally, right now, moving over into this article, right? The U.S. Army plans to build a battlefield death machine, right? Which they have, right? This autonomous truck, right? Literally, this truck doesn't need a driver no more, right? This truck don't need a driver no more, and it has AI drones inside of it, right? A really good example, if you watch that movie, what the fuck? The Sonic the Hedgehog movie, right? That Dr. Eggman nigga, right? He came with a whole autonomous truck, right? To persecute who? Sonic the Hedgehog, right? Because he had power, right? And he had all those drones just fly out of a truck and to get the location and actually fucking start annihilating with the drones' own weapons, right? The drones had their own weapons. They were able to fucking shoot down whatever the fuck. But then it's like this other truck actually had its own weapon system on it, and the truck was actually driving by itself to persecute and destroy this man, right? The hedgehog, whatever, right? So you got to look at things spiritually, right? Because look, now it's right in front of you. Right? It's called Titan, right? Would be the first ground station enable AI, right? Artificial intelligence and machine learning truck. It's right here. This truck don't need nobody to drive this bitch now. It don't need nobody. It literally has itself, the satellite AI algorithm that's running it, and literally the fucking drones that are inside of it that are gonna fly and go do whatever fucking reconnaissance and be able to execute whatever type of fucking, mission that it has. Look, the AI is gonna do that, man. Esau Edom, the so-called white man, don't need to do anything no more. He literally has his technology, right? His sword to do it for him. All right? Look at this truck, man. It's fucking crazy. This is shit that I used to drive in the military, man. I had to fucking drive this bullshit. I had to. Right? But now you got a damn robot driving this bitch. A damn AI. All right? So this just goes to show you, man, we coming into a day and age, a time that's going to be like never before, man, and never ever shall be. Literally a time of the AI robotic fucking systems, man. A time of fucking literally AI running everything, man. Literally robot dogs, right? We already got them in the streets in Houston, man. Going to fucking go persecute with goddamn weapons on its back. And that's only from Boston Robotics. How much more so when they send shit like this from fucking Ghost Robotics? Or how much more so with the shit that Esau Edom has behind closed doors that are super beyond classified. That nobody is known about. That nobody has ever seen. Alright? Especially this one in the middle, man. This cyborg one that's, they're starting to merge the human consciousness, right? The human consciousness with AI, right? That's technically a fucking cyborg, man. And this is their fucking prototype, right? This is their concept of what it can be like, right? And then you got these other drones that literally use laser light energy and convert that to fucking actually constantly fly forever, man. How much more so when that, I'm telling you, man, it's about to get bad out here. It's about to get real bad out here, man. And the servants, the prophets, are going to be the main targets, man. We're literally about to be the main targets to be persecuted by Esau Edom, man, the so-called white man, right? But why is that though? Why is that? Let's jump into it, right? We're gonna grab the scriptures right now, all right? So opening up with the book of Isaiah chapter 13, all right? The book of Isaiah chapter 13, verse 2 in the KJV, right? And it reads, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, right? Lift you up a banner, right? This word, this gospel, this word, this Bible, man. This is the banner, right? The word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, right? Exalt the voice unto them, right? Exalt the voice unto them, right? 2/3 of our people, right? The heathen nations round about us, right? Because this word, I don't want to say it's for everybody, but it's meant for everyone to hear, right? But it's also to attract and pull in the elect, because this thing is all about the elect, right? So exalt thy voice, right? We're exalting our voice, right? We're yelling. We're being very passionate about the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, right? So that's what we're doing, exalting the voice. Shake the hand, right? We're compelling our people. We're also warning them, you know, if you don't fucking turn back to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, you know, he's gonna fucking kill you regardless. Plain and simple, right? We're not gonna be all nice and sugarcoat this shit. No, the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is literally, we're gonna give it to you raw and uncut, man, right? So literally, that's what we're doing. And we're doing it through these videos, right? On the World Wide Web, right? The www, the unicorn, right? So it can spread throughout the four corners of the earth and do the heavy lifting for us. And also on the highways and hedges, as we're commanded of the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, right? Right? To fucking have our people turn from their transgressions and come in, right? That they may go to the gates of the nobles. So that's what we out there for, man. We out there to receive our people, right? To ultimately have Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, you know, collect his elect, man, and seal them, right? Because we not sealing nothing. We are messengers. We not sealing nobody. We're literally messengers, right? Messengers of the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, heralding the coming of the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and ultimately telling our people the great day of the Lord is terrible, and Babylon the Great, aka America, is gonna utterly be destroyed by thermonuclear fire, right? That's why Esau Edom wants to persecute us, man. That's why he's gonna come down with that great wrath, because we're literally speaking contrary to his fucking wicked ass fucking rulership, man. Right? We're tearing it down brick by brick and making his foundation become more unsettling, right? More unsturdy, because he ain't got a sturdy foundation. His foundation is built up on a lot of blood and, you know, flesh and bone, right? Of us, of Hebrew Israelites, so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Indians, man. Right? So it was already an unstable foundation to begin with. We just making it worse because we came into our remembrance, and now we know who we are through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and we tearing this bitch down brick by brick. All right? So I'm gonna grab the book of Proverbs to add more edification, right, of what we doing, right? The book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 20 and 21, right? It says, wisdom crieth without. Wisdom, right? She uttereth her voice in the street. So literally, the servants of prophets are likened unto women, unto the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, right? His people, right? We, the servants of prophets, right? The so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Indians, right? Us Hebrew Israelites, right? And we're crying unto the streets, right? Wisdom, right? Her, right? This wisdom, this wisdom knowledge of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, right? This sound doctrine is literally is Sophia, man. Is literally likened unto a woman as well, right? The comforter, our soother, right? She crieth in the chief places of concourse, right? Are we not yelling on the highways and hedges, on the streets, right? In the chief places of concourse, right? These public places, these marketplaces, right? To fucking, you know, being out there in public, basically, right? We're actually not hiding ourselves, right? And we're being known. We're showing ourselves. We're showing our faces, right? And we're actually using this body as a living sacrifice to push out the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, right? This good news, this gospel, this sound doctrine, right? In the openings of the gates in the city, she uttereth her words. Yeah, we literally telling our people to turn from their transgressions by fucking what? Exalting our voice and shaking the hand, right? The book of Isaiah chapter 13 verse 2, right? That's what we're doing, man. That's what we're commanded to do, man. To literally tell our people, warn them, right? Like the scripture says, you know, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, you know, basically, you know, roughly paraphrasing, warn them of me. That's what we out here doing, man. That's what we're out here doing. That's why when we receive articles, right, We are a watchman. We're warning our people. That's why literally the Spirit came on to me to talk about this, man. Because Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is soon to come down with this great wrath. Look, his technology is advancing daily, man. He never had autonomous fucking trucks. I mean, shit, not that we know of, but, you know, through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Basham Yashai, right? He probably had that shit already on the low. Now he's just exposing some low-level shit, right? But all I know is when I was in the military, I never seen that shit, right? But, you know, sticking to the point, right? Esau Edom is literally going to come down with that great wrath and use all this technological advancements against us, man. Because what? We're tearing down his kingdom, man. We're speaking contrary, right? What he thinks we're doing in his eyes is wicked, right? But into the eyes of our power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, which that's all that matters to us, we're doing righteousness in his eyes, right? This is righteous unto the eyes of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, right? So literally, let's move on, right? Let's grab the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verses 10 through 12. All right. All right. So the book of Matthew, chapter 5. Salakia. The book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 25. Right. Because when Esau Edom comes after us, right, what are we gonna do? Right. We gotta agree with our adversary quickly. Right. We also, because we can't get carnal. We can't get carnal and try to be like, oh, you know, Yahweh Basham Yashai is gonna do this. Like, no, hey, look, we're gonna, you know, put our hands up, whatever the fuck they start asking us, right? I'm gonna read it, right? The book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 25. Agree with thine adversary quickly while thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. So literally, right? When Esau Edom comes after us, you know, with the servants, the prophets of Yahweh Basham Yashai, with these fucking things, right? These autonomous fucking AI algorithmized fucking, you know, robotic systems, right? When he comes after us with this shit, right? And they're telling us, you know, get on the ground, do this, do as we say, or we will fucking kill you or whatever. Hey, look, we're gonna agree with our adversary quickly, right? Because we gotta apply these scriptures to the best of our ability in our everyday life, right? So we gotta walk amongst them that walk with wisdom amongst them that are without, right? And we gotta agree with our adversary, right? So look, we got the wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Basham Yahushai, and we're gonna agree with our adversary, right? Because at the end of the day, we just waiting for Yahweh Basham Yahushai to lift that fucking standard, right? And we're gonna fucking destroy these niggas, man. Abaratazah, we beat those very elect men. That's what's gonna happen, okay? The very elect, right, are gonna receive that power from on high, from Yahweh Basham Yahushai. Right, that standard's gonna be lifted, and all their enemies are gonna be vanquished, man. They're gonna be nothing. All right. So, literally, moving on. The book of Matthew, chapter 10. All right. Matthew, chapter 10, verse 16 to 20. All right. And it reads, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Therefore, be wise as serpents and harmless as doves." Yeah, because when Esau Edom comes after us, man, you know. He's literally gonna come with, you know, his great power on the left hand side, right? His sword, right? That's why we gotta be wise, man. We gotta be wise as serpents and harmless as doves, man. We gotta listen, right? We gotta agree with our adversary quickly while he's in the way with us, man. Right? But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues, right? So when they take us to these damn FEMA camps, right? These prisons, these internment camps, right? They're going to actually have a secluded place, probably underground, like they do have the two underground facilities of FEMA, right? That's probably going to be that's probably their other places of their synagogues of Satan, man, where they're going to be beating us and scourging us, man. And they're going to try to say that, you know, we can't see the light of day ever again. All that bullshit, right? And you shall be brought before governors and kings, right? All these people that are above us, right? These you know, the DuPonts, right? The fucking the high banking families, right? The Rothschild, right? They're probably gonna be fucking watching us right down there, and they're gonna fucking see us. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, you know, fuck you, this and all that bullshit, you know, trying to take down our kingdom. That's why your God is not with you. All that shit, right? But you know, watch, reading on. For kings and you shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake and a testimony against the Gentiles. But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of the Father Yahweh, which speaketh in you. So literally, when they're talking shit in our faces, right, in the synagogues of Satan, whipping us, beating us, scourging us, right, you know, torturing us, right, Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai is literally going to speak through us, man. He's going to speak through us and probably put so much fucking fear in these niggas, man. They're probably going to shit themselves, okay? Right? Because at the end of the day, they're going to be like, oh, see, you're not a power, you're not a god, you don't have no power. That's why when we beat you, you're over here yelling and screaming and shit. And when we torture you, you know, it could be at that very moment where Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai, they're still whipping you and literally you don't feel nothing. And you're looking at them and, you know, it could be like a very divine megaphone, right? Your voice sound like many waters and Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai is literally speaking to you and, you know, telling them their fucking judgment right before their eyes, right? And they basically are in so much fear, they basically shit themselves, right? They run away, they leave you alone, they stop beating you, right? You know, it could be like that, right? But, you know, for us speaking contrary to Esau, Edom, wicked ways, that's what's gonna happen to us, man. We're gonna be persecuted on a fucking crazy ass level, right? So I'm gonna jump down to verse 22, and it says, and ye shall be hated of all men for my sakes, for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. So yeah, man, we gotta have faith in Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai, man, right? We gotta have faith. This thing is all about faith, right? So look, we gotta have faith in Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai that he's gonna preserve us and protect us in these last days, man. When Esau Edom, you know, comes in like a flood, hey, I'll be Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai, hey, take the wheel, you know, do what you need to do to these people through me, and allow thine glory to be seen in me, so I can glorify your name and destroy these people in the name of Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai, so they can know, you know, Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai has always been fucking watching. He's gonna destroy you fucking motherfuckers, man. All right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai, I'm telling you, literally through faith, I believe we're gonna be raised up with that power. We're gonna ultimately destroy all you fucking wicked ass motherfuckers here, man. Like the scriptures say, man, the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom, and I shall destroy from off the face of the earth, man. Roughly paraphrasing. So yeah, the wicked ass kingdom is Babylon the Great, aka America, right? And whose eyes are upon the sinful kingdom? The eyes of the Lord, right? Which consist of the angels, right? And the lower level angels, us, right? The servants, the prophets, right? And we're sighing and crying for the wickedness done hereof, right? That's what we're fucking sighing and crying all the time here, man. That's what we're doing these lessons, right? Continuously putting out vibration out there that Esau Edom's kingdom is coming to an end and is going to be utterly destroyed, man. Even though he's going to come after us with these high-tech AI-oriented fucking robotic damn systems, right? It's still not going to be enough for Yahweh Bashmi, for Esau Edom to come after us and ultimately destroy us, man.
By the way, to back you up on that scripture, we said that his eyes is upon the wicked kingdom.
Yeah, the sinful kingdom.
It's also talking about the wicked Israelites because the scripture says it's talking about the 2/3 too, because the scripture goes into how like isn't the kingdom is within you. Yep. Paraphrasing. So the eyes of our power is upon, you know, of course America, you know, Esau and Edom rulership, yep, but also the 2/3 because they're also the kingdom of heaven starts with you, right? Yep. So it's talking about the 2/3 as well too.
Hey, see, there you go, man. Look, it's really about to get all types of crazy out here, man. I'm telling you. All right, so we're gonna move on into the book of Matthew, chapter 5, right, and then verses 10 through 12, right. So it says, the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 10 through 12, right. It says, blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven, right. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely, right? So Esau Edom is gonna persecute us in a whole fucking other way, right? Right? He's gonna say that we're fucking terrorist, extremist, right? Fucking, you know, rapist, right? All manner of evil against us falsely, man. He's basically gonna fucking, you know, stigmatize us to a whole nother degree, man. He's literally gonna make us to be out a menace in society and actually have a fucking bounty on our heads, man. Right? Because Esau Edom is the sword of our power, right? So he's gonna be coming after us, but also 2/3 of our people, right? Because they don't have the word Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai. They don't have Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai within them, right? So they're also going to be used against us, man. They're going to try to come and persecute us because you know Jake will do anything for a bag, right? Jake and Eve, right? 2/3 of our people, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Indians, man. They'll do anything for a fucking bag. When y'all don't realize, like, look, this money system ain't shit. It's literally it's literally backed by nothing. It has no value. And you still worried about fucking the paper dollar, the petrodollar? That's what you worried about? Like, come on, man. Come on. That's why we're gonna be persecuted on a whole another level, right? Reviled. They're gonna fucking, you know, aggressively, right? Fucking, you know, say some wicked ass shit about us, right? Or say anything other than what we're truly about us, man. Right? Basically saying a bunch of lies, right? That's why it says, and say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake, right? For rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. Right? So literally, we truly believe through faith in Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai that in this day and age, since we are prophesying, right, in this day and age, we have to be the prophets of old, man, in the past, right? So that's why, you know, the prophets were persecuted on a low level. I don't want to say low level because it was still bad for us in the past. But in this day and age, you know, we're going to be persecuted on a whole nother level, right? That's why Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai is going to have to lift that standard against Esau Edom, man. Because he got this shit. He got this shit. He has his sword coming after us, right? And it's not even him. It's literally just his sword. Literally his robots, right? His wicked ass devices, right? Literally, that's all he's going to have come after us, man. All right. So I wanted to grab this also, right? Because when they cast us into prison, right? And they start beating us and shit like that, right? We got to be faithful unto death, man. Right? So I'm going to grab the book of Revelation chapter 2 and verse 10. All right? And it reads, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So literally, right, pertaining back to what I was saying, when they shall deliver you up to the synagogues of Satan, right, and you shall be beaten and scourged. Literally, man, we got to be faithful unto death when we get taken into these camps, right? Because at the end of the day, you know, some of us brothers in this faith, right? Some honestly, in general, man, some of the elect are gonna have to be martyrs in this thing, right? Abaratazah would be those very elect men, you know, that are able to see this thing out to the end. But if it be so that Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai is, you know, has us to where we have to die for this thing, hey, so be it, man. I just pray Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai be with me in that day, speaking for myself first and foremost, so he can harden my spirit, so I can just deal with it. Hey, look, I'm about to die. Abaratazah, you know, I don't feel no pain. It's quickly, straight and sudden. But at the end of the day, you also got the dub, man. You got the dub. You don't have to worry about it. Right now, you're in the spiritual world with Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, right? You got your crown, and now you're in a glorious body, and you're gonna wait until Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai ultimately comes back to invade Earth and destroy this wicked ass kingdom, man. All right. So look, we're not supposed to fear all this bullshit that Esau Edom got going on, right? Talking about how he's gonna fucking, you know, beat us to death, torture us, and all that shit, right? So I'm about to go into it. All right. I'm gonna grab the book of 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 14 and 17. But if ye suffer for righteousness' sake, happy are ye. Right? So when we get cast into these prisons, right, beaten, scourged, and all that shit, it's because we're speaking contrary to Esau's Edom wicked ass ways, right? His wicked ass kingdom. That's considered righteousness unto our power, right? Because we're literally, you know, when we're by doing this, right, the work and the will of Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai is literally considered to be righteous in the sight of our power, but wicked to Esau Edom, right? So that's why we're gonna be happy when we're being, you know, beaten, scourged, you know, and persecuted in general, right, for righteousness' sake, right? Happy are ye, right? It says, and be not afraid of their terror, neither be troubled, right? So when they coming after us with these stupid ass robots and shit, and they you know, thousands of troops and shit, we're not supposed to be afraid of that shit, especially when we're in these prisons and they're talking about, you know, we're gonna fucking kill you, you know, we're gonna torture you, we're gonna make you fucking, you know, make you scream and yell, whatever the fuck, right? Literally, we're not supposed to be troubled by none of that shit. We need to have the spirit of the, you know, of the Maccabees brothers, man. Literally, not fazed by none of the bullshit that these fucking wicked ass motherfucking Edomites are gonna try to do unto us. All right. Verse 17, it says, "For it is better, if the will of the Most High be so, that ye suffer for well doing than for evil doing." So yeah, we the servants, the prophets of Yahweh Bashmi Ashai, rather suffer for, being able to push this truth and speak in contrast to Esau Edom's wicked ass ways than being a 2/3, right? Being tortured and beaten and killed for being a wicked ass 2/3 and fucking, just being a fucking heathen, basically. All right, causing mayhem, right, in the streets, right? We not about that. Right, we're about doing the will of the Lord. We're about pushing the word of the Most High Yahweh Bashmi Ashai, the sound doctrine. And if it be to the point where we get persecuted for it, right, which it is gonna soon happen, then hey, that's what we rather suffer for. We rather suffer for the well-doing of us, right, of pushing out this word than being a wicked ass 2/3 in the street, not that doesn't have Yahweh Bashmi Ashai on their side, right? Because they're ultimately gonna die in a lot of pain. And Nabaratazai Yahweh Bashmi Ashai be with us in that day. We ain't got to worry about that shit, because either the standard gonna get lifted or the pain's not gonna be there, and we just gonna die peacefully. All right, it's one or the other, man. All right. Now I want to also move into the book of Matthew, chapter 10 and verse 28, because this is also something we're not supposed to fear, man. Like I said, we're not supposed to fear none of these things that Esau Edom is gonna have be able to do unto us, right? Like kill us, beat us, scourge us, whatever the fuck, right? Right. So this is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 28. "And fear not them which kill the body," right? Who's them, right? Because this also pertains to 2/3 of our people, right? Because they're going to be trying to headhunting us too, right? They're considered to be our enemies and enemies unto our power Yahweh Bashmi Ashai, because they don't believe, right? So 2/3 of our people, all the heathen nations round about us, and Esau Edom first and foremost, man, because he's the one that's going to be coming down with that great wrath, because he knows that he has a short time, right? "But are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell." So yeah, we're supposed to fear the Most High Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, not a fucking mere mortal man, okay? Because Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai can kill your body and fucking relinquish your damn spirit and fucking have that spirit be utterly destroyed, where it's like it's wiped from existence. You never existed now. You don't exist no more. That spirit that lived many incarnations, right, it doesn't exist no more, so therefore you don't exist, right? That's what you should be afraid of, not a fucking wicked ass white man or a wicked ass 2/3 that's coming after you or whatever heathen, right? You're supposed to be afraid of Yahweh Bashmi Ashai. That's why it says to not fear any of the troubles or terrors that shall cometh upon us, man, right? Because we fear the Most High Yahweh Bashmi Ashai and what he can do unto us, not a fucking mere mortal man. All right. So hey, look, that's all the scriptures I had. Let me see. Yeah, I think. Hey, that's all the scriptures I did have. Hey, just to add more edification, to double tap, and basically to edify the flock. Abaratazah, that this lesson was edifying, right? So with that, I'm gonna close out, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Morachaha Kodasha Bashamayim. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. For your sincere Akim wa Aqua that shall come across this video, Abaratazah, that this lesson is edifying and exhorting unto you. All right. DTA Abad Babal soon. Kwame Asharala. The Wada Thumya Tawab. Shalom.